Morning class. Today I decided to go ahead and make sure we're doing a video for each bell work. So this is going to be the first video. We're just going to go over the bell work for Wednesday. Hopefully you printed this out because there is a graph down at the bottom. But answer this question up here, fill out the graph down here, and answer these three questions, and then we'll go over it. So go ahead and do that. Push pause on the video until you finish those, and then push play when you're ready to see the answers. So push pause now. Okay, I'm hoping you had enough time to work this out. Hopefully you used the pause button. It says, which statement about the graph y equals 1/3 times 2/3 raised to the x is true? So the first thing says the graph has a vertical asymptote. Second one, it says across the graph is 0 to 9. The graph has an asymptote at y equals 1/3, and the graph decreases from left to right. So it's asking about the graph. The best thing for you to do is to just go into your y equals and type in that graph. So we've got 1/3, and then that's times to the parentheses 2/3, and then we have to raise that to the x. Now let's hit graph and let's see. Now we have our exponential, it's coming down. Now A says vertical asymptote. Well, on exponentials our asymptote is horizontal, it is not vertical. It's going to go on forever, and it keeps going to the left to right, so it is not A. Now B says across the graph at 0 to 9. Well, I know it hits somewhere in there. I don't know quite yet, so let's just kind of look at this one in a little bit. C says the graph has an asymptote at y equals 1/3. Well, it looks like it's going to be at y equals 0, and we don't have a plus 1/3 because the k would be the asymptote, so it's not C. And then D says the graph decreases from left to right. Well, it does look like it's decreasing left to right. So let's take a closer look at B and see if that's where the intercept is. So we're going to go to second table, and we're going to look for where the x value is 0 and see if the y value is 2/9. So x is 0, y equals 1/3. That is not correct. So it is D, the graph decreases left to right. And you can see that in the graph going left to right, the y values keep getting smaller. Okay, the next one says to graph y equals 1/3 x plus 2, identify the slope, the y-intercept, and the x-intercept. If you haven't done this already, please push pause and then push play when you're ready to see the answers, all right? Push pause now. All right, so we know this is in slope-intercept, so here's my slope. This is my y-intercept. Now, if you're still confused on graphs, since it is in y equals, you could go to y equals and you can type it in. So negative 1/3 times x plus 2. Now I'm going to use that as backup. I'm going to graph it by hand and then show you in the calculator just to back it up. So at positive 2, that is my y-intercept. The slope is negative 1/3, so from here, down 1 over 1, 2, 3, down 1 over 1, 3, and keep going. 2, 3, ran out of room, we can go backwards, up 1, 3, backwards, 1, 1, 2, 3, up 1, 1, 2, 3, and then I run out of room. So here is my line. What is the slope? Well, it gave us the slope right there. Our slope is negative 1/3. What is the y-intercept? It's in slope-intercept form. It gave us a y-intercept. That's at 0, 2. What is the x-intercept? So this was the only one I had to look on the graph for, and it's right here, it crosses at 6. So that is 6, 0. Hopefully this was helpful, and tomorrow you're going to do the bell work for Thursday, and we'll just keep on throughout the week. Our next video, we're going to start going over notes.